Hi, Chinere. I'm hoping this video would address most of the concerns you have about how the tech team is looking to um, fulfill the business aspect of FarmIQ and how we'll be doing that using the portal. So let's get to it. So currently we have this software, FarmIQ, that is being used in our Sabo store. And I'm guessing this is the one that Sue demoed with you, where we can sell items, we can look at our sales history, and the sales history shows us a bit of accounting where we see the total product sold, total quantity, amount in cash, amount in card, amount that we've made in back transfer, and sale amount for that particular day. But we can kind of manipulate this to show us for other days, um, and ideally we can just make a sale. We have we're able to manage our products, so add new product item or just view a list of all the products we have. We can place an order. We can view or manage our suppliers, and we can view and manage our customers so that we can identify them when we're making a sale to them. And lastly, we can just view like our profile, the business information, the outlet information, and the users that we have on the platform. That is currently what we can do with this platform at the moment. But in future, we plan to integrate more things. As you see, some of these are not functional yet. The reports, the team coming soon. So a few, a good portion of this application is not ready yet. But the idea is that we just want to get it out there. So make it work for the most pressing concerns in the pharmacy. I mean, for day-to-day operation, the first thing I'll say is we need to be able to make a sale in the pharmacy, which is what this software has been able to address. To make a sale, you want to view the sales history, see how well your sales are or how your sales across a few days. So today, yesterday, this month, last month, or over a certain period of time that you may have specified. To make a sale, you need to know the products you're selling. So that's why we're able to access products. Now, to continuously make a sale, you need to have stock. You need to have inventory. So you're able to place an order. But to place an order, we need to know who you're placing that order to, which is why we've added the suppliers as well. You're able to view and manage your suppliers. So we have the product section working. We have the orders and suppliers section working. We have the sell working because ideally that is the main aim that we want to achieve with this portal. We have the customers so that we can keep a record of how frequent a few customers revisit the store. And lastly, we're able to view the sales history, which is what I showed earlier. But to make all this happen, you need to be able to view your account, like your profile, the business information, the different stores, which is what we call outlets, and the different users, so that at least you can manage or see who is working in the different pharmacies that we have. So that's pretty much it on this portal. Now, I'm sure you're very familiar with the idea of OGApharmacy. So now this portal is PharmIQ. And what we do here is it's just a software for managing daily operations of a pharmacy, right? Which have, in summary, I've just shown you that we sell, we receive orders, you manage your products, you manage your suppliers, you view the sales history, you manage your customers, and you can manage your account. Now, the idea of OGApharmacy is that we want to do a group purchasing for procurement savings across multiple pharmacies, where multiple pharmacies can send in their order through, and we send them to the supplier, and then will be the what is it now? The pharmacies or the affiliates will be able to say, because I'm doing a group purchasing, I can get about 10 to 15% discount, for discount on this order, which is helpful, because if they do that directly, they don't get that discount because it would just be like a one-off transaction. But if when they start to collate, they all aggregate their orders with other pharmacies or other affiliates, then they're eligible for that discount, which is, I'm sure, something that every pharmacy or most pharmacies are open to. They like the idea. So it's like currently what we're trying to do on the tech side is say, now Ebuka is doing this manually, because if I go onto the OGApharmacy website, this is all we have here. It says, transform your pharmacy today. Your number one support partner, trusted by results upside community pharmacies. And then a few other information: group purchase savings, end-to-end pharmacy software, and a tech-enabled patient service. But there's nowhere for them to say, okay, if I want to place an order now, how can I do it right here on this website? Currently, Ebuka is doing all of that manually. When it comes to tech, the most they can do for now is just say, I want to enter my email address, and then Ebuka be in touch with them, ask them, you have said you're interested in this. How can we, be of help? Do you want to start using, do you want to be recruited into our list of affiliates so that we can start managing or processing your orders for you, that type of thing. But when it comes to things being manual, it's like pen and paper, the standard Nigerian method. But what we want to do is make all of that possible within one application. I'll get back to the pharma queue in a second, but for now, let me just kind of address what we're trying to do with the OGApharmacy portal. For now, just think of that as a separate ordering process. So we're thinking of it as a new application. So now what we want to do is we can't release all the features that we want. We want it to be nice. We want, affiliates to place an order. We want the admin to view these orders on the system, manage the orders, manage the products we have, manage the suppliers we have. It's a really big platform. But all of that we cannot release at a, sorry, excuse me. All of that we cannot release we cannot release all of it one time. It has to come step by step, right? We can't just say, now we're going to release every feature that we want on this platform at this moment. It's going to be a lot of work for the tech team, and it's going to take a really long time for us to achieve that. So the idea we're taking now is, okay, if we want to use this platform in 2 weeks, what is the most that we can do for now? And the main aim of the entire platform really is to allow affiliates place orders under our group ordering scheme, which is exactly what the idea of OGApharmacy is about. So the first off, we've already recruited these affiliates, right? So we don't want them to start going through the stress of saying, I want to sign up to this portal again. So what we do is just say, you have an account with us already manually, but you already have an account with us. So what we're going to do is say, okay, we want you to log in, because in the background, we would have registered the account into the portal. Once they log in, they get onto this page and they see a list of their past orders, and they're able to create a new order. So here is what we call the orders dashboard page. They see a list of their past orders, and they're able to, there's a button there for them to create a new order. Now, when they're creating a new order, it's just like shopping. You see a list of all the products. You can filter it by the supplier and say, okay, I only want to view products that Chief Pharma can provide for me, or I only want to view products that Green Life can give to me. I would show you all of these in the visual aspects in a second, but I just want to get the idea flowing for now. So the idea here is, you see all the products, you can select the ones that you want. Say, I want 20 of this. You see the pack size already, so you already know what exactly, you would be ordering. So paracetamol, 200 tabs. Okay, I want 30 of those. You put 30, you add it to the cart. And you do that for every product that you want. And once you've added it to the cart, now you can say, oh, you just do a summary of all the products that you're ordering, that you've specified that you want to order, like that you've put in the cart. So just like a standard shopping process, right? You put all the products in the cart, you see your delivery information, which you can edit. You see your payment summary, and and you see your personal information and the products, and you send that through. Once you send that through, that's pretty much it. You will receive an email, like a confirmation email saying you have placed this order using, the OGApharmacy scheme. And then you see a summary of your order list, just like when you shop on Jumia or something, you get a confirmation email saying you've placed this order, these are the products you ordered, exactly what we're doing here. Now, the thing is, we don't see what happens in the background when we place an order with Jumia, but someone would have received that order and say for fulfillment, they'll be like, okay, this person placed an order. Let me start preparing that, or let me send that to the person that is going to be sending the order through to them. So that's exactly what we'll be doing now. Currently, all of these happen manually. So all we're trying to do is just make sure that instead of Ebuka just doing it one by one, sending the paper to the affiliates fill in the spreadsheet, and they send it back to Ebuka. It's like, how do we make that process a bit more seamless where you can just do it using the software? So Ebuka, once they're done, once they're done placing the order, Ebuka will receive an email for now, which will contain the orders that the different affiliates have placed. But in the future, right, this is what I mean by we're just releasing a portion of the software now. In the future, he'll be able to have, a part in the software where he can see the orders, then process them and send them to the manufacturers. But for now, Ebuka will just continue doing that manually. So it's what we're saying, we're focusing on the most important part, where affiliates should just be able to place orders, which is just what we're addressing at the moment. In the future, we would start to do the part of Ebuka where he has a nice page to view all the orders and all of that. But for now, we're just addressing this with the most pressing concern, which is allowing the affiliates place an order. So let's take this visually, right? So if we're launching in 2 weeks, this is the flow that we would want to have. I'll show you the bigger picture in a second, but let's just go through the flow of what we would be using, or what the flow that the user would, the affiliates would have if we're launching in 2 weeks. So the first part is, again, they don't have to worry about setting up their accounts, because as you can imagine, we have already recruited them. So saying set up your accounts because we already have their information might be a lot more, it might be stressful for them than to just say, okay, we've created your account, here's your email and your password, which is what we're going to do. Say hi, OGApharmacy, or the primary contact person will put the name, and we say, this is your account confirmation email. We have created an account for you on our portal. See the details of your account below. You can now log in to start placing your orders. Very straightforward, so that they, and again, they might not be very tech savvy. So if we're telling them, go and set up your business, go and do this, especially if they're already registered to us, they're like, but we already have an account with you. Why are you telling us to set up our business again? So we're cutting that aspect out and just giving them their login and their email and their password to log in. And again, they don't have to now start going to the page. They can just click this button and it will take them to the login page. Again, cutting down that idea of, stress, where if they have to go to the password, what's the website we have to go to? Okay, we go there now. Why is this happening there? So basically, so many things can go wrong. So we try to just cut that short and just allow them get to the login page by clicking this button. So from here, once they've confirmed, once they've received this email, then this is just the mobile view. So I have the web view and the mobile view for this as well. But this is the login page. They come in here and they put in the email, put in the password, and they sign in. So now, I know this doesn't say OGApharmacy, it says PharmIQ. The idea of this, just before we start, is that is that OGApharmacy is actually a subset of PharmIQ, which is what I was going to come into later on. Earlier I was showing you PharmIQ, where we can see products, orders, and whatnot. Now, the idea is that we can place an order in 3 different ways. The first way is to say, okay, I'm sending this order directly to the supplier. I don't have a chain of pharmacy. It's just a single pharmacy outlet, very independent. So I would say, here I am. I'm sending this order to the supplier for them to give me for them to deliver my products. That is it. Very straightforward. Now, the next one is, if you're a pharmacy like Life Stores, Health Plus, Med Plus, Bido, and all of that, you might have a chain of pharmacy. And with that chain, you might also have a central store. So what we want to do is say, instead of each individual chain or each individual store sending their order to the supplier, why don't everybody send it as a group to the central store, so that from the central store they know that, okay, our outlet in Ikeja needs 30 of this, our outlets in Bakada needs 30 of this, our outlets in Nipeju needs 30 of this. They send that to the central store, and from the central store, that is when they now send the order to the supplier. So it's like a group, like an internal group order, where you send all of that to one admin in the central store, and that admin in the central store is the one that now sends the order to the suppliers, where the suppliers now deliver them to you. The third one is this idea of OGApharmacy now. It's like, you have a pharmacy, either chain or not, you have a pharmacy, but you want to order as a group with other pharmacies that you don't know, just so you can get that procurement savings. So this is where OGApharmacy comes in. So on here, we're just using a one-off, just a one ordering process where you send directly to the supplier. But how we would integrate OGApharmacy to this is just provide multiple ways of ordering, where first one, you send directly to the supplier. Second one, you send your order or the pharmacy chain internally to the central store. And then from the central store, you now then send it to the manufacturer, to the supplier. The third one is where you as a pharmacy send your order through, but it's like you're ordering with many other pharmacies just to get that discount. So that is how OGApharmacy we kind of fits into this platform. But for now, we're creating an entirely new platform, because on this one, there are quite a bit of things we need to refactor and change. Because this was done a long time ago. So a few things have been updated, and yeah, they just don't work as they should anymore. So what we're doing now is just building the OGApharmacy part of the ordering process first. And then later on, we would start to include all these parts of the app into the one that we're building now. I know we already have it, but we have a number of refactoring to do, just making things right. So instead of trying to fix this one where there are many things going wrong, we'll just use what we've learned from here and add that to the OGApharmacy portal that we're building now. So now the OGApharmacy portal is just going to contain that third option for ordering, which is the group purchase ordering. Very soon we'll add the other options for ordering, which would be the internal order that is sent to the central store. We would allow them send directly to the supplier, but without a discount in this case. Then we'll put the part for products, and we'll put the part for suppliers. We would allow them make a sale on this portal. But for now, we're only just starting with the OGApharmacy part of it. I hope that that is somewhat clear. But yeah, if we come back to this now, so after you have confirmed, you have received your account confirmation email, you come in, you log in. The minute you log in, there's also the mobile view for that. The minute you log in, you get to a page that looks like this. All right. And this page just shows you total order, active order, your gross order value, and your gross savings value. And then for each order, you can view your previous order. You see that you sent an order to Emzo. It was placed on this date. This is the order number and an estimated delivery date, the total, and how much you saved on the order. And you view that for every order that you've placed. You can go back to the top of the page. You can view a certain number of record per page, or you can just navigate between the different pages. That's all we can do for now, because we're trying to keep it really straightforward. But if they want to create an order, so this is just like the order history page, right? If they want to create an order, they just come here, click create new order. This is also the mobile view for that. So pretty straightforward. They can go back to the top, create a new order, they click on that, and they get to this page. Now, this page is interesting. This is the new order page where they can add items to cart. So if they want, they can just look through the list of products that we have, but this has not been grouped by anything. It's just a list of all the products that we have. They can either search for a particular product, or they can come on here and say, I want to see all the products that you have, or I only want to see the products for Chi. I only want to see the products for Emzor. or only want to see the products for Green Life. So they can choose whatever subset of product that they want to view. And if they choose all, they can just see all, search through that, um, specify the quantities. Sorry, these are just pictures, so I can't really click on them to show you what would be happening. But when they hit the plus, it will change to 2, or they can just click in here and type like 100 if that's what they want, and add it to the cart. So any product they want, they just specify the quantity and add to the cart. But for each product, they can see the full product name, they can see the pack size, they can see the price, and they can see how much they're saving on each product compared to the market RRP. Great. So once they're done adding the product that they want to the cart, they can view the cart. And once they click on the view cart button, it takes them to, this is the mobile view again for adding products to the cart. So they can just click on plus, add, and again, they can view the cart or just search item or filter by whatever suppliers. But once they view the cart, it takes them to a page like this, like a typical ordering process on Jumia or something. Your order card, where you can view your order summary. You can see the quantities that you want, and you can also see the savings, the unit cost, and the price. You can delete, if you say, I don't want Sensodyne anymore, you can delete Sensodyne and it would leave that list. But what is even most interesting is that once you come in here, you see the product item, you see the quantity, you see the unit cost and the price, but you also see like it's already grouped by supplier for you. So you know the first half of this product is going to Emzor. The one that is going to Chi would also appear here. If you had products that you've ordered for Green Life, it would also appear underneath here where it will tell you the supplier and the payment term. So this one's cash on delivery. This one is 7 days credit, you know, it just groups it by the supplier for you already. So once you get to the bottom of the page, it will fetch the delivery location for your outlets. So when the affiliates were registering to us, we would already know what their address is. So we will put it here. But if they want to change that location, they can go ahead and change that. Let's say they moved to a different store a few days ago and we are not able to capture that information, they can just change the location here. And they can view the order total, they can view the order, how much discount they're getting, service fee, delivery fee, and a grand total. And once they're done confirming that, yeah, everything on the cart is what it should be, if they realize, no, I need more than 30, let me add 5, they just click on it, or they can say 35. And then they just place the order. Now, once they place the order, that is pretty much it. They get an order confirmation email saying, hi, pharmacy. This is your order confirmation email. Thank you for placing an order with us. Please see the details of your order below. And now they get the order number. When they place the order, the subtotal for the different suppliers. So Chi, the subtotal for that is 34,000, Emzor 66,000, Green Life 22,000. And they view the delivery information, the mobile, the email, the address that the delivery will be sent to, the payment summary, just as we've seen in the order card, order total, group, service fee, delivery fee, and the grand total. And then they can just see all the items. So Sensodyne, they wanted 30. This is the unit cost, so the cost for one item and the savings, and then the price based on the quantity that they would be ordering. Sorry, these are just incorrect numbers because they're just for design purposes, but they would definitely be correct when the software is running. Like I said, these are just pictures, so I can't really do much with them. But yeah, again, on this page, they see the items that they want broken down by the supplier. So here, these are the ones they sent to Emzor. You know, they've already seen a list here of all the different suppliers that they sent it to and the subtotal for each one. But on here, you're looking at the products, the quantity, the unit cost, and the price again, but for grouped by the supplier. So we have the ones for Emzor, the payment term. We have the one for Chi, the payment term, and that's pretty much it. And if they feel like, you know, they've received this email in error, they can send an email to OGApharmacy@gmail.com to rectify that. But that is it for the affiliate. So if I just go back a second, the affiliates have these number of steps to make. Once, if they're new, they log in on this page. They get to this page, they can view their previous orders or just some analytics, or they can create a new order. If they're creating a new order, once they've done this quite a number of times, they don't have to, get the confirmation email or whatnot. They just log in and get to this page, create a new order. They get to this page, select the products that they want to receive, or filter by supplier or search by product, add the items to the cart, basically, get to the cart and confirm that the products are what they want. And it's already grouped by supplier, so they don't need to say, what products is this? What supplier is it going to? We've already done that for them. And they can view a summary of that, change their delivery location, and then they get the order confirmation email. That is it for them. That is the main aim of the software. And we've managed to achieve that with this user flow. But now, how does Ebuka get the product? What does he do with them? How does he fulfill the orders so that the manufacturers can send them, or the suppliers can send them to the affiliates? Ebuka, once this email has been sent to the affiliates, Ebuka would also receive an email that looks like this. And it says, "Hi Ebuka, order fulfillment email. This pharmacy has placed an order. See order information and attachments below for fulfillment." So Ebuka would also see the order number. He will see when the order was placed. He will see the subtotal for each of the different suppliers. He would see the delivery information, also the payment summary. But in his case, he would view this as spreadsheet files. So order for chief. So the format of this file is going to be in the format that he's using, that he currently has now. So each supplier order is going to say, this is the order that this affiliate has sent to Chi. It will contain only the products for Chi. This one, it contain only the products for Emzor. Here would contain only the product for Green Life. And that's pretty much it for the most part of it. So Ebuka would receive this, and then he would kind of group all the products that are going to Emzor and send it to Emzor. He'll group all the products that are going to Chi, send it to Chi. He'll group all the ones that are going to Green Life and send it to Green Life. But I just want to show you quickly what the email that Ebuka would receive is going to look like. And even more interestingly, I would show you what the full version of the app is going to be like once I have that ready. So just a few minutes for all of these to come up. Great. So the email attachment is going to have a column for the product brand name. It's going to have a column for the manufacturer. It's going to have a column for the pack size, the quantity that they've ordered, the unit cost, and the price. The unit cost is just the cost for one item, and then the price is unit cost times quantity ordered. And then we have the order total, which is what I call the subtotal for the suppliers. But great, okay. So this is the email that Ebuka received. So he received one for this for Chi, one for this for Emzor, one for this for Green Life, depending on what products that the affiliates have specified that they want to receive. But now, most interestingly, when we have the full version of the software, so now I have successfully showed you the what we're getting out there now for the next 2 weeks. Now, over time, after 2 weeks, we're going to build upon this and make sure that, if you're an affiliate and you're interested, instead of just coming here to put in your email and Ebuka will reach out to you and all of that, you can just sign up straight away. You sign up, you get your email, your mobile, your password, and we sign you up. Once you're signed up, you get a verification email, just as the one I sent earlier. Once you verified your account, then you can log in, right? And then log in, if you forgot your password, we can recreate one for you. We can reset your password. I'm not going into much details because this is just a brief tour of what is to come. So I don't want to spend too much time discussing this because I've already showed you what we're going to be having now. But in the case of what is to come, when we continue to build upon the platform, you're able to reset your password. And then once you're new and you've verified your account, you've logged in, you can now set up your business for yourself where you put in all this information. So these this delivery or this address that I mentioned earlier that we capture when the user is registering is what we would consider as the delivery address, and they can change that in the process of ordering if they want. So that's what I was saying earlier, that we have that data already, but they can change the delivery location. So this is their registration page where they just register or set up their PharmaQ affiliate account. Again, this page is very similar to what we have now, but in the future, we would have something like this, where they'll be able to click on one particular order and view details of that order, instead of just the list for now. So when they click on a particular one, they get a page that looks like this, where they can see, oh, I placed an order to this supplier. This is the delivery information. Here's the list of products that I have. Here are any notes that I may have added and the payment summary. They have all that information on there fully, and they can receive the order or they can cancel the order. All these nice things that we currently cannot afford. We don't have the time to add that now. Again, the creating order process is the same thing, which is what we really wanted to target with the product that we're releasing now. So when they create an order, it takes them to this page. They pretty much do the same thing, add the product to the cart. Once the product has been added to the cart, they can review the cart and change the delivery location if they want, and then they place an order. Once they place an order, then they get that email that I was telling you about. But instead, they still get the confirmation email, right? But now, what Ebuka gets is a page that looks like this, and he's able to say that, oh, right, I have, this is his own order history page. I have 3 active orders. There's some overdue orders. There's some that the payments are overdue. Let me put this in a big screen so that we don't have to struggle with this. Great. Okay. So, here are the active orders, overdue payment, total order volume, total order value. And he can see that OGApharmacy has placed an order to Emzor. The estimated delivery day is this. For another scenario, Life Stores has placed an order to Green Life. The payment is due today. All this information. MedPlus placed an order. The payment is 2 days overdue. And then he can view specific details. He can click on this one and view details on that, where just like the affiliates can, you'll see a lot more information about the order. And he can now for him to send the order to the affiliates, right? For him to send the order to the manufacturer, he gets a page that looks like this, and each one is like a subset of the order. So OGApharmacy Emzor, OGApharmacy Afrab, OGApharmacy Unilever, OGApharmacy PZ. This is like a supplier order form where OGApharmacy can place an order now, but that order can contain products that are going to 4 different suppliers. So here is just the breakdown. So now Ebuka can come and say, I see Emzor here, I see Emzor here. I'm going to select these 2 and send them to Emzor, so that Emzor knows that one order has come for OGApharmacy, another one has come for MedPlus. So he sends that to Emzor. He can do that for PZ too and say, oh, PZ, I have one order for Amza. For Alpha, I have another order for MedPlus. Select those 2, send that through. You can see one for GlaxoSmith, yeah. And then this is from Life Stores. There's no other one for, okay, there's another one here. So he selects the one for GlaxoSmith, and then he sends that through. But even more interestingly, he can click on one and view details of that one, just as he could for the history as well. So this is what he does to send the order to the manufacturer or the supplier. Here is just him viewing the order information, right? And he can receive the order on behalf of the affiliates. But here is where he places the order to the suppliers on behalf of the affiliates again. So what he's currently doing manually, where he receives what is it now? Where he receives the form in a CSV and he sends them manually to the affiliate, he's able to do that from the software in the future, definitely. And you can see the status: delivered today, the payment is due in so days, depending on the credit terms for the supplier. So yeah, now if I go into the next part, he's also able to see the product list and say, these are the list of all the products that we have that the affiliates are managing, that the affiliates can order from. So he's able to manage the product list. He's also able to manage the supplier list, which is the list of all the suppliers that we have partnership with. For now, it's only Chi, Green Life, and Emzor, but hopefully in the future we get, partnership with a lot more, and we can start to send orders to them. But on here, you can view that, click on one of them to view their information. So when he clicks on, let's say May and Baker, for example, he can see that this is May and Baker, this is their payment term, and they have 12 products that they can comfortably say they want to do, they want to add to the group purchase savings for the affiliates. So what happens to these products is that the affiliates can see these products and send an order to and place an order with them. So any product that is not on this list would not be considered for May and Baker. And then the next thing that Ebuka can do is view the list of all the affiliates we have. Currently, you have to do all of these manually because he's already doing that. But the affiliate doesn't need to know that, right? They just need to know that they can place an order, and whatever happens after that is none of their business. So on here again, we can view the list of affiliates that we have. So Ebuka would have a pretty nice interface once everything is ready. But for now, we just have to do most of his part manually as we're currently doing it, so that we have enough time to just make sure that the affiliates can get through the basic things that they need to do, which is what I showed you earlier based on this user flow. First, they need to log in. We're already capturing that. They need to get to the orders page so that they can click that button to place an order or just view information about their previous orders, create a new order, view the products that with the suppliers that the suppliers are happy to put on the group purchasing discount. Once they've specified the products that they want, specify the quantity, and added that to the cart, they can view the order cart. Once they view the order cart, then once they view the order cart and they place the order, then they receive a confirmation email. Just as we've shown you, the confirmation email just contain details about the products that they've said they want to order, and then Ebuka would receive another email saying this pharmacy has placed an order. He would then aggregate it for all the ones that are going to a particular supplier and send that through. So yeah, this has been a somewhat lengthy video, but I'm hoping I captured most of the details and most of what we're trying to achieve using this tech aspect. So I feel like now, if there are any questions or concerns or some part that you don't understand, you can then reach out to me, and I'm happy to discuss that in a lot more detail. But for now, we're just making sure that the affiliates can place an order, and anything after that happens manually. So yes, thank you, Chinyere. I'm looking forward to hearing from you on how this video went. Thank you. Bye.